Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Our topic is all about ridge formations. Okay, so ridge formations are basic outlines, consist of one or two friction ridges that may comprise a fingerprint pattern. Okay, actually there are five, no, basic outlines na tinatawag nating ridge formations. Okay, first is recurving ridge. Take note that a recurving ridge is only consists of one friction ridge, no, that flows, no, in one direction and having a sufficient recurve, and of course it goes back on the direction from where it started. So this is our recurving ridge. We also call it as looping ridge because it creates a loop, no? Looping itong portion na to. So we have this shoulder and the sufficient recurve, and then suddenly it returns to the direction where it started. So this is our recurving ridge. Second, we have this bifurcating ridge. Take note that bifurcating ridge is comprised of single ridge that splits into two. No? A single ridge that splits into two, no, forking or separating from the single ridge. It runs and then it bifurcates. It splits into two, no, and it forms a Y shape, no, Y shape. So this is our bifurcating ridge. Next, we have these diverging ridges. Take note, diverging ridges are composed of two friction ridges that running side by side. Suddenly, they separate from one of the other. No, there is a point of divergence. The point of divergence is the point at which the two ridges that run side by side separating from one of the other. One goes to another direction, upward. The other one goes to downward direction. Okay, this is our diverging ridges. Next, we have these converging ridges. Take note, converging ridges comprises of two friction ridges that run that runs and met. Kaya nga yung term na ginamit is converging. Converge, no? There is a confluence. It confluence, no? The two ridges converge. The place where they converge, no? We call it as converging point, no? And then they creates an angle, no? There is an angle. Okay, so we have these converging ridges, two ridges running side by side, but they met suddenly. The two ridges met, creating a converging point. So that is our converging ridges. Next, we have this appendage. Appendage is a short ridge located at the sufficient recurve of a recurving ridge. Take note, recurving ridge is comprised or composed of single ridge only, but it creates a sufficient recurve and suddenly it uh, returns to the direction from where it started. No, that is our recurving ridge. In the short ridge, at the topmost or at the sufficient recurve, no, of the uh, recurving ridge is called as appendage. Okay, so these are the four or five, I should say, five basic outlines that may comprise the fingerprint pattern. Again, Thank you very much and good day.